exciting Broadway news going on this week, but first I'm going to start with a piece of bittersweet information. Andrew Keenan Bolger is ending his run as Crutchy in the musical Newsies this week, which is very unfortunate because I saw him play this role, and I'm sure many other Broadway fans did, and he was just spectacular in it. He has such a fun, contagious personality, and that translated onto the stage impeccably. The good news, however, is he's leaving Newsies to move on to Tuck Everlasting. He will be portraying the role of Jesse Tuck in the new musical, which is scheduled for a Broadway tryout July 28th through August 18th, and which will hopefully move to Broadway.
At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, my head and heart are pounding.
Andrew actually uploaded a sneak peek of Tuck Everlasting on his Twitter account on Tuesday, and just from the brief clips of him singing, it already looks to be an unforgettable performance that I cannot wait to one day see. I already love the movie, I read the book as well, it's such a classic story, and I'm sure Andrew is going to do a fantastic job of bringing Jesse Tuck to the stage. Andy Richardson, who is currently in the ensemble of Newsies, will take over the role of Crutchy. Monday, March 4th was the Broadway Miscast performance. Now the point of this is to bring in a lot of Broadway stars under one roof to perform a concert, and every actor or actress performs a song from a role they wouldn't usually be cast in. The event honored Tony and Emmy Award winner Judith Light and was hosted by Victor Garber. The event brought out some big Broadway names including Jonathan Groff, Jeremy Jordan, and Christian Borle, and included some wonderful and hilarious musical numbers. This included Jonathan Groff and Christian Borle singing If Mama Was Married from Gypsy, as well as Borle taking on Matchmaker from Fiddler on the Roof. Sierra Boggess performed Javert's Stars from Les Mis, as well as singing the song Think of Me from Phantom of the Opera in a Britney Spears style. Jeremy Jordan and Cheyenne Jackson sang Who Will Love Me As I Am from Sideshow. Jeremy Jordan and Jonathan Groff sang Let Me Be Your Star from Jeremy Jordan's hit show Smash. And Jane Krakowski closed the show in what I read was a hilarious rendition of Usnavi's In the Heights. The Last 5 Years announced that it's extending its off-Broadway run by 1 week, and the show hasn't even premiered yet. Yes, it was announced this week that although it originally had an end of April 21st, The Last 5 Years will be running on off-Broadway until April 28th. Previews for this show begin March 7th with an opening date set for April 2nd, and currently stars Adam Cantor and Betsy Wolfe. Off-Broadway is getting just as many fantastic shows as Broadway is right now, and it's just so exciting to see all these fantastic productions making it to New York City. And speaking of off-Broadway, the much-awaited play Breakfast at Tiffany's premiered at the Court Theater on Monday, March 4th. Emilia Clarke stars as the iconic Holly Golightly. This is an adaptation of Truman Capote's story and the movie with Audrey Hepburn that we all know and love. It has an opening night currently set for March 20th. Now, I have not seen the movie, which I know is horrible. It is such a classic film, and I am so ashamed that I haven't seen it, but it's such a familiar and lovable story, and I will probably end up seeing the stage show before I see the movie, so this is definitely something I'm excited to catch the next time I'm in New York. Tally's Folly opened Tuesday, March 5th on Off-Broadway. This show stars three-time Tony nominee Danny Burstein as well as Sarah Paulson. It runs through April 28th at the Laura Pels Theater, and it's the Pulitzer Prize-winning story about a Jewish accountant who returns home after World War II to rekindle a romance. As I mentioned in the previous video blog, Cinderella had its huge opening night Sunday, March 3rd. Laura Osnes tweeted pictures of the cast before curtain, and pictures from the show's after party were posted all online. Laura Osnes had a beautiful gold dress, which certainly made her look like a princess. There was a table reserved for the late Rodgers and Hammerstein, an ice sculpture of a glass slipper, and celebrities were out in full force. Cynthia Nixon, Megan Hilty, Cheyenne Jackson, Jeremy Jordan, Regis Philbin, Joel Grey, and Bernadette Peters were just some of the big names in attendance for Cinderella's big night. Like I've said many times, this show is #1 on my bucket list. I'm so excited to hopefully see it this summer, and I'm wishing the show a wonderful and successful run. Thanks so much for watching this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Great Wendy Way for the biggest Broadway news.